Welcome to all the citizens in Pitt County to the Pitt County Commissioners meeting. I'll call the meeting to order, and I'll roll call if you'll raise your hand if you're present. Good, thank you. That still feels a little awkward, but anyway. We'll have our invocation and pledge. If you will do the invocation, Ms. Williams, do you mind? No. Okay. And Mr. Owens, if you'll do the pledge. If you'll please stand.
Please bow. Gracious Father, thank you for those gathered here today. Thank you for the citizens of this wonderful county. Thank you for its leadership. Thank you for its employees and their families. Let us all know what this season and the real reason for it is. It is to you we love. Amen.
Let's face the flag, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Ms. Hines, I think you have control next, and this is the oath of office for the county commissioners that in the past election. Do you want all of us to come forward at the same time?
If you want to do them separately?
Whatever you want,
Okay.
whatever you,
We'll do them separate if you want to come down first.
okay.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I,
that I,
state your name,
Beth B. Ward,
will support the Constitution and laws
will support the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent with,
not inconsistent with,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a Pitt County Board of Commissioner,
as a,
Pitt
as
Pitt County
a Pitt County Board of Commissioners.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you.
like Don Knotts in person.
Oh.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I,
that I,
state your name,
Thomas Robert Wilson,
will support the Constitution
will support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent with,
not inconsistent with,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a Pitt County Commissioner.
as a Pitt County Commissioner.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Place your left hand on the Bible. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I
that I, Neville McGowan,
will support the Constitution
will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent with,
not inconsistent with,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as a Pitt County Commissioner.
as a Pitt County Commissioner.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, Madam Attorney, I'll turn the election of our new chair and new vice chair over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. If you'll allow, just briefly,
I'd like to read your rules of procedure as to how the
Okay.
process works, and then we'll open for nominations. The board shall elect a chairman and vice chairman from among its members, who shall then immediately assume those positions for the ensuing year. Any commissioner may nominate any other commissioner for chairman, or may nominate the current chairman or vice chairman for a second term. Nominations do not require a second. It is not necessary to open or close nominations by motion. Once all commissioners have had an opportunity to make a nomination, with the last nominee being voted on first, we will vote in continuing in reverse order. A supermajority vote of the entire board is necessary to re-elect the current chair or vice chair for a second term. Otherwise, a simple majority vote is required. With that, I will open the floor for nominations for the position of chair.
I'd like to nominate Melvin McLaughlin.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll close nominations. All in favor of Melvin McLaughlin as chair, please raise your right hand. And that's unanimous. Congratulations. I'll now open the floor for nominations for the position of vice chair. Yes.
Nominate Mark Owens.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll close nominations. All in favor of Mark Owens for vice chair, please raise your right hand. And that is unanimous. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, and now we'll take a break to change seats. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the commissioners for your vote of confidence, and we'll try to do our best to make this a reality and make this as smooth as possible. Thanks again for your vote of confidence. At this time, we need a motion to excuse Commissioner Owens. He had to leave for some important business.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Has been moved and properly second. All in favor, let it be known by raising your hand. It's unanimous. Thank you very much. Moving on now, the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? That's unanimous. And at this time, we have a resolution of appreciation honoring Margaret Dixon. And we're going to ask her if she would come forward. Margaret Dixon.
Motion to approve this
Second.
resolution and the next one.
Second it.
Has been moved and properly seconded to approve both resolutions. All in favor? Thank you. Ms. Dixon.
Where is she? I think she went to get her. No, to get her. I don't see her.
Do they ever have department meetings when they do this?
And she's here.
Pardon me?
If they, want to,
Okay, all right. We'll do the second one first then, if you allow.
Okay, very good.
Would Deborah Herring come forward?
No, it'd be harder.
it's usually just.
How you doing?
Proceed.
Proceed.
Okay. Well, this morning we'd like to honor and recognize two long-term employees of Pitt County government who have dedicated their career to Pitt County in its entirety, which is rare in this day and age, both Ms. Herring and Ms. Dixon. So we have a beautiful resolution I'm going to read here for Ms. Herring. It's entitled Resolution Honoring Deborah B. Herring for her years of service with Pitt County government. Whereas Deborah Herring was hired September 17, 1984, in the position of Public Health Nurse 1 with the Public Health Department. And whereas Deborah Herring has served the citizens of Pitt County for 33 years and 9 months. Whereas Deborah Herring served with great dedication and was promoted to the position of Public Health Nurse 2 in 1986, then to Public Health Nurse Supervisor 2 in 1991, and Public Health Nurse Director 2 in 2008, where she continued to serve with great loyalty. Whereas Deborah Herring held a leadership position in the North Carolina Public Health Nursing Administrators and is currently the only public health nurse to be a member of the North Carolina Board of Nursing. Whereas Deborah Herring has earned the respect of many of her colleagues through her gentle, kind manner, her caring and giving nature, her willingness to go above and beyond to help the citizens of Pitt County. Be it now therefore resolved that the Pitt County Board of Commissioners does hereby express its gratitude and thanks to Deborah Herring for her career of dedicated and exemplary service to the people of Pitt County, and honor her with this resolution of appreciation given under our hands in the seal of Pitt County this 5th day of December 2016, signed by the former chairman Beth B. Ward and attested by our clerk Kimberly W. Hines. Mr. Chairman.
Congratulations. Anything you'd like to say?
No, I just want to say that it's an honor. I had the opportunity on this past Friday, our agency staff meeting, and it's resonated with me that I wanted to share with them. The work of public health and government is that we are in the business of actually not giving a handout to anyone, but actually a hand up and an opportunity. So thank you.
Very good.
Okay, our next resolution, if Margaret Dixon will come forward.
And take pictures.
Again, another individual, as I said before you came in, they have dedicated your entire career to Pitt County government and really appreciate your years of service. So if you'd like me to read again, another beautiful resolution. Resolution honoring Margaret R. Dixon for her years of service within Pitt County government. Whereas Margaret Dixon was hired September 18th, 1978 in the position of Social Worker 1
1978.
with the Department of Social Services. Whereas Margaret Dixon has served the citizens of Pitt County for 38 years and 5 months. Whereas Margaret Dixon has served honestly and with great loyalty and dedication, and subsequently was promoted to the position of Social Worker Supervisor 2 in 1989, Income Maintenance Administrator 1 in 1998, Social Work Administrator 2 in 2006, where she continued to serve with great loyalty and distinction. Whereas Margaret Dixon received a certificate of recognition for Cornerstone for Supervisors Working with Others and Working with Outcomes in 2006, and reduced the number of children in DSS custody by 42% from 2009 to the present. And whereas Margaret Dixon's longstanding work ethic has made her a part of the Department of Social Services Foundation and steady force among her co-workers. Whereas Margaret Dixon represented the Department of Social Services as serving as a board member on the Greenville Community Shelter Board from 2003 to 2013, the Pitt County Area Transit Board 1996 to present, and the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina from 2014 to present. Be it now therefore resolved that the Pitt County Board of Commissioners does hereby express its gratitude and thanks to Margaret Dixon for her career of dedicated and exemplary service to the people of Pitt County, and honor her with this resolution of appreciation given under our hands and sealed this of Pitt County this 5th day of December 2016, signed by former Chairman Beth B. Ward and attested by Kimberly Hines, clerk of the board.
Congratulations. Anything you'd like to say?
I would just echo what Deborah Herring said. Public service is just a fantastic experience. I've been honored to be here all these years and be involved in a lot of great initiatives, and I'm going to miss everybody.
We miss you too.
Thank you.
If there's President Margaret, can you go back here for a second? One more presentation. We hold it here. Let me hold this for you.
On behalf of the Child Welfare and the Adult Services Supervisors, as well as your supervisor, Gwendolyn Burns, we would like to present you with this bouquet of flowers. And it's very Thank you for everything that you've done for us. You are going to be very missed.
Susan, you take that.
Boy, that was cute. She sure was.
That was quite a an honor. As you notice, over half of the audience has left, so it tells you that they were here for something very great. We appreciate that. At this time, we have public address to the board. Tim?
Mr. Chairman, nobody signed up at this time unless there's somebody in the audience who'd like to come forward. There's Ms. White.
Ms. White.
If you'll give your name and address, and the clerk of the board, Mr. Chairman, you'd like her to read the statement?
Yes, if you would. Clerk?
Yes, we welcome, Pitt County Board of Commissioners welcomes comments on all matters of public concern. Each speaker is allowed 3 minutes, and I'll keep your time.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Maxine White. I am the Executive Director for the Coalition for Healthier Eating. My address is 3101 Noel Court, Greenville. I am coming before this board again to let them know the status of our project in Bethel. And to Commissioner Perkins Williams, I think you'll be very pleased to hear this. We were granted $1,447,000 from USDA. We will begin construction on that building in Bethel, which will be a food hub that will aggregate food throughout eastern North Carolina. That construction is expected to begin within the next 2 weeks with a completion date of March 2017. On Saturday night at our Farmers Ball, we actually revealed the new building. So we will do a press release very soon. And that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And thank you.
This is a press release now.
At this time, we have the resolution. I'm sorry. At this time, we have a monthly financial report. And this is coming from Dwayne Holder.
Morning, Mr. Chairman,
Morning.
Commissioners. Next in your packet, you have the monthly financial report for the general fund as of October 31st, 2016, and this represents, at this point in time in the year, 33.33% of the fiscal year completed. So 1/3 of the fiscal year is completed, and as of that point in time, we've collected 40.9% of our anticipated revenues, and we've spent 31.3% of our budgeted appropriation. You'll note on our notes on the financial report, we still have to be determined for our fund balance levels. The audit is nearing completion, and you should be presented with those figures at your next monthly financial report. Actually, we're going to actually try to have the audit presentation very soon for you. So do anticipate at this level, we're pretty close to where we were last fiscal year as far as our difference in revenues and expenditures. As we round the corner of the calendar year, and obviously the majority of the inflows of our main revenue source, which is ad valorem taxes, as we turn the corner of the calendar year, we will start to see any, oh, that's my time. That's fine. We'll start to see what impact our approved budget levels will have in regards to spending down fund balance for the current year, because as we enter February, March timeframe, that's when we will start to see the bulk of our incoming revenues to dwindle or be reduced somewhat. And we'll start living off of what we have in reserves. And so as we enter the spring, we'll really begin to see what impact our spending rates are having on our reserves.
Yes, sir. That's good.
You anticipated my question, because isn't it a little late this year to be getting those fund balance percentages? I thought we normally got them a little earlier.
Well, we would have typically had your audit presentation probably at this meeting. We're hoping to have it at the next meeting. The LGC actually has extended the times for the audits because of the hurricanes, and so we had some scheduling issues with the auditors.
Thank you.
Any further comments? I hear none. Is there a motion to accept?
Accept.
Has been moved and second. All in favor, let it be known by raising your hand. All opposed?
Thank you.
Ayes have it. Thank you. This time we have our manager report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just two items. The first one is about your next meeting dates. On the next meeting for December 19th, actually two things occurring. You have a CIP workshop prior to the regular meeting at 6 o'clock. The workshop is from 4 to 6 p.m. here in the Commissioners Auditorium. And then at 6 o'clock is your regular meeting. We hope to anticipate breaking for dinner around 5:30, kind of have like a light Christmas dinner per se. Then on January 9th, in the month of January, you only have one meeting that month due to holidays and such, and that'll be Monday, January 9th at 9 a.m. The only other thing I have to report, just wanted to note, in your rules of procedure as a board, there's a number of different orders of business that are dictated by you as a board that's set out in the rules of procedure, and you've already taken care of a number of those, such as election of the chairman and vice chairman, swearing in the new members. The third and fourth order of business deal with, one is the adoption of the board's rules of procedure, which I'm referencing right now. We plan on bringing that back to you on December the 19th, and we'll send this out to you in a weekly packet and ask you if you have any suggestions for amendments or revisions. If not, then we'd ask you to reaffirm the rules of procedure. The other item is to approve the bonds of the Register of Deeds, Sheriff, Finance Officer, Tax Collector, and Deputy Tax Collector. Again, we'll bring that back on the 19th as well. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Items for consent.
So moved.
Second it.
Has been moved and properly second. All in favor, let it be known. All opposed? Thank you. Okay, at this time, we have the item for decision, and I ask Mr. Jim MacArthur if he would come.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman,
Morning.
Commissioners. As you see in your packet, White Oak Non-Emergency Medical Services has applied for a franchise to operate in Pitt County. Currently, we have 4 other non-emergency franchises that are operational. That's Care First Medical Transport, Coastal Transport, MedX, and Atlas Transport Service. You may recall back in the summer that we had 2 closures of our other franchises. That was Jazz Medical Service and Priority Care. White Oak has submitted their application per all of our guidelines, paid the fees. I don't anticipate any negative impacts or any other real impacts to our EMS system by approving this. We presented EMS oversight. There were minimal comments from them as well. There were a few outstanding minor issues, a couple of policies, and some insurance coverage updates that we asked for Mr. White, who's the owner of White Oak. He's here today if you have any questions for him as well. And we will make sure that they have all of that put into place before we complete their final inspection. They do have to get a storefront to operate, but we recommend that you move forward with allowing them to operate in the county.
Mr. Chairman, based on the recommendation of the EMS Oversight Committee, I'd like to move for approval.
I will second that.
It's been moved and properly second. All in favor, let it be known by you. Raise your hand. All opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Approved. Scott? At this
Yes,
time.
Mr. Chairman, on page 29, you have the proposed 2017 board meeting calendar and the fiscal year 17-18 budget meeting calendar to develop that budget. And we are either looking for you to approve this or suggest amendments to what's proposed.
Motion to approve it.
Second it.
It has been moved and properly second. All in favor, let it be known by raising your hand. All opposed? It is approved. Scott?
Yes, so the next item is an appointment to the Mideast Regional Housing Authority. You have a recommendation from Vivian Saunders, who's the chairperson for the Mideast Regional Housing Authority, recommending John Rogers to be appointed to the Mideast Regional Housing Authority. And this will be taking the seat held by Thomas Harvell.
I
Motion
move
to
for
appoint Ron
approval.
Rogers.
I will second that, and I would also say, I wish there would be some way we could name something after Thomas Harwell for all his services to the community.
Comments are noted. All those in favor of approving Mr. Howard, let it be known by raising your hand. Thank you. It's unanimous. Okay, move right along. The commissioner comments at this time. And we'll start with Commissioner Webb.
Good meeting, Mr. Chairman.
No comments, thank you.
No comment. Merry Christmas.
Again, I want to thank all of you for your vote of confidence, and Merry Christmas.
No comment, thank you.
Okay.
Drive safe. It's wet outside.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Mr. Hammond? Commissioner Hammond? Okay. Could I get a motion to?
Motion to adjourn?
Adjournment.
Second.
Second.
You are now officially adjourned. Thank you very much.
Now, was that a record?